Hello, my name is Brandon Tompkins with RE/MAX Alliance, and today we're going to talk about foreclosures and short sales. Over the last 5 years, you've heard those words bounced around a lot. Foreclosures, short sales, REOs you've probably heard. And a lot of people say, that's where you get a good deal. And that can be the case. But what we're going to concentrate today on is more of the definition of each. So there's some clarity in your mind with regard to what you're looking at when you're looking at a short sale versus a foreclosure. We'll start with short sale. You hear that term a lot, buy a home on short sale. And in its basic form, a short sale is where the homeowner is selling the property for less than they owe. So they will not have enough money from selling that property to pay off the debt or debts, if they have more than one loan, on that property. That's simply all it means. There are some short sales out there where the homeowner is financially doing just fine. They're making their payments, they have a good job, they may have cash in the bank. They are simply in a situation through market or through basically borrowing too much money where they can't sell their home at market value and pay their loans off. Short sales definitely involve a lot of negotiating because there are multiple parties involved. So if a owner of a home lists their property and they know it's a short sale, you as the buyer, when you make an offer, that offer has to be approved by the homeowner first, and if they approve it, then it has to go to the lender, or again, lenders, as the case may be, for approval. So if a homeowner has 2 loans on their house, that offer will have to go to both lenders, and both lenders will have to sign off on that offer for it to be officially under contract. And the reason this process can take so long is because as a bank, they may want to contact that homeowner and say, what's going on? Are you financially capable of making us whole? Why should we lose money on this house? And that homeowner may have to provide a lot of financial information to that bank, and then the bank will take that information and decide what the story is. They will also look at the market value of the house and decide if they think it's a fair price for the house. So you can see on a short sale, there's a lot of time that may pass as your offer is in. Just because the homeowner accepts your price doesn't mean you're in the clear. Now, the other word that you hear a lot is a foreclosure. And if you're buying a foreclosure, it's kind of a misnomer in some ways, but for the argument's sake, let's talk about a foreclosure being a house that is through the foreclosure process. And technically what it is real estate owned by the bank, but the street name is a foreclosure. So if you're buying a foreclosure house, that house, the homeowner or the tenants that were in there, they have been vacated. The house has gone all the way through the foreclosure process, which can take months, and the bank owns that house. You are negotiating with the bank when you make an offer. Any acceptance will come from the bank with your offer. Now with a foreclosure, that process is kind of comical if you have a sick mind like I do, because you make an offer through the state-approved forms, and you go under contract through state-approved forms, and then the bank sends you what they call an addendum, and the first line of the addendum says, any form that's been signed is null and void. Here's how we're going to play. And they send you basically the bank's rules, and this is how it's going to work. So you don't really know what you're getting into until you get that bank addendum. And the bank plays by their own rules, truly. Some banks will pay for past due homeowners association dues, which are outstanding. Some banks won't. Some banks may help you with items in the house that are damaged or non-functional. Some banks won't. It's very hit or miss. Some are these 2 items they'll pay for, another bank their other 2 items, and basically what you have to assume going into a foreclosure is that the bank will pay for nothing. That's just the safest bet getting in. And that way, you know, if anything, if they do pay for anything, it will be seen as a bonus. You want your realtor to be in contact with the bank and ask the questions. What are you going to pay for? For instance, homeowners association dues, just to use an example, when those are not paid, those become a lien on the property. Those past due liens, past due dues must be paid for the house to transfer title. So somebody's got to pay those, and it could be a large dollar amount. You know, if you do the math, if it's a $200 a month HOA due, and the homeowner, you know, may not have paid those for 2 or 3 years, that can be thousands of dollars plus penalty fees out there. You'll want to know what that dollar amount is and who's paying for those. So that's kind of the difference in a nutshell between a short sale and a foreclosure. Please give me a call. I can talk to you about more specifics if you have a very specific incident you're going through. In my prior career, I was a commercial lender, so I was on the bank side. So I have a little bit of knowledge on, you know, how that process works and what may be going on in a specific home you're looking at. And I'd be happy to visit with you. My email and phone number are on the screen, but they are brandont@remax.net and 545-0633. Thanks for stopping by.